Good morning, everyone. My name is Jun Furutani. Today I will be going over the patch notes for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. So, the very first thing that we will be changing is the skin tone of Gogeta. It has been updated upon request from the fans.
Literally, no one asked for that. Add crossplay or I'm deleting the game.
You want to know who asked for it? Your mother in bed last night.
Would you like to die?
What will you do? Clickbait me to death?
Alright, what is up? This is SLOplays and I am back again with some more Dragon Ball Sparking Zero patch notes and info for December of 2024. Let's actually go over everything that we know so far. So these aren't the full patch notes or anything. This is just what was found and discovered at that recent Barcelona, Spain event. It's a manga convention that they had, and apparently they had a more recent, latest version of the game available to play on display and everything. So, pretty interesting stuff. We went over a couple of the things yesterday. You can watch the previous video if you want to just get a good general idea of everything. But this video, I'm going to go over all the details. Again, this is just what we know so far. We're still waiting on actual patch notes officially to be revealed by Bandai, or when this is coming out. This is not out yet. This was at an event, and that's all we have right now, okay? So, as you guys saw, I went over this. Gogeta's colors got changed. They got updated or whatever to reflect how he looks in the movie, Fusion Reborn. This whole time, he's had the DBS Gogeta skin tone, which is like the darker skin tone. Removed bro's melanin, like... But real talk, he never really was supposed to have it to begin with. But, hey... I'll leave it up to you guys to decide whether it looks good or bad. I really don't care all that much. I do prefer the darker skin tone. I think it looks nicer with the tan. It just looks better to me. But again, they're just probably going for movie accuracy. Apparently, there were some people that were complaining about it, so that's probably why they changed it. But I really don't know. So let's go over what Dr. Love posted. Massive shout outs to him. Go. Okay, he said nerfs. Okay, this is just the general stuff. This isn't all the full details yet. So he said that every move that gives an instant spark has increased by 1 skill count. Okay, so understandable. I get why they probably did that, just because people, you know, could constantly use it. The skill count would go up and increase pretty quickly. But again, I'll leave it up to you guys if you think that's a good decision or a bad one, right? So any of those moves, those like special blast 1 techniques that would instantly get you to sparking mode, that's, you know, increased by 1 skill count. False Courage also counts 1 more skill count. And some of the buffs is that Saiyan Spirit costs 1 less skill count, okay? So that's what I think Bardock has, which we'll go over here in just a second. Other stuff, After Image Strike still costs 3 skill counts as far as we know right now. And there's still no word on Key Sickness. I can't even speak because, you know, that was a thing that a lot of people were requesting. So I don't know about that. Again, we don't know the full details. This is just what Dr. Love posted, okay? So again, this was for Bardock stuff. He got, I guess, kind of a nerf and a buff at the same time. So Shockwave of Rebellion is 5 skill counts now, and Saiyan Spirit is 2. Now, this is actually really good to have, and it's interesting that they did this. This wasn't in, you know, the original build of the game, that it shows you at the actual character select how much shit costs. Okay, that's a major thing to, you know, put in there, and I don't know why they didn't have that to begin with. Again, this game, you know, people said, oh, it's been rushed and everything because they try to rush it out at the same time as Dime is released, which 100% agree with that. If they let it cook for a couple months more, maybe a few months more, it could have been at this point. But whatever, we're finally out of the beta. Okay, the early access beta of the game. The full game of Sparking Zero is gonna release this month, y'all. We are winning. They're cooking, okay? So massive shout out to Metal Freezer 300. Give them a follow because they actually were the ones that took these pictures, okay? Whatever you're seeing circulating around the internet for the Barcelona, Spain event for that manga convention, it was all from them, okay? We're on like version 1.006 or 5 or some shit right now. This is version 2006 and all these other numbers. So this is literally the official 2.0 Sparking Zero. We got Sparking Zero 2 finally. We were waiting for it, right? So I'm going to assume these are the stages, all of the stages that will be available via split screen multiplayer. As you guys saw, he showed that there are going to be more stages. Again, I'm not 100% confirming yet until we see the official announcement that all the stages will be on split screen, but I'm going to imagine that they were able to get everything working. So that would probably mean they had to reduce a lot of the effects, maybe alter a lot of things, change things, or maybe they just finally were able to optimize it. I don't know yet, but we already saw proof and evidence that the split screen multiplayer is available, as you can see right there. I don't know if you can. It's really hard to see because it's small. Maybe I can zoom in here. I think that is actual split screen on Destroyed Namek. That's what it looks like. I could be wrong about that, but that's what I'm seeing. Okay, it definitely looks like it's split screen. So I see Ultra Instinct Goku versus, I guess that's Gogeta Blue right there. So, okay, that's one extra stage from what we saw yesterday. I think we saw it on World Tournament. So there was split screen on World Tournament, and now this stage, as far as we know, right? So that's really big. I'm going to assume that every stage that is available normally in the game, which I think there's what, like 12 stages or some shit. It isn't a lot, but it's good to have it all on split screen. So now if you want to do local multiplayer split screen, you're not just, you know, subjected to only having to do it on the hyperbolic time chamber. That's a big thing, right? That's a big move, right? Goku, okay, GT Goku. This is just from what he's posted. He posted some more additional pictures. Again, it shows you the transformation, okay, the skill count or however many counts it takes for you to upgrade these, you know, transformations for like Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 3, and then Super Saiyan 4, right? Which is great. It's good to have that so that you can know, oh, okay, this is how much I need. Because before, you know, it was just more of just, right now, we're just subjected to, if you play the character enough, you just know, you have a good feel for how many it takes, okay? It's good that they're showing it now. Looks like we have a lot of translations here, which I'm going to go over. Here's some stuff on Ultra Instinct Sign Goku, which shows changes on his techniques. We have Super Saiyan 4 Goku, as well as Ultra Instinct Mastered, or just regular Ultra Instinct Goku, okay? Some more images here, which we'll go over here. Again, this is split screen, local multiplayer here, and they're doing it on the World Tournament stage, which we went over. Because some people saw that and they were like, what did that change? I guess some people thought that you could do that. You could always have done that, which, understandable. It should have been like that to begin with, but unfortunately, that was not the case. Now, this is the biggest thing that I really wanted to go over is the roster, okay? The roster changes. It looks like there's a filter / toggle for one of the trigger buttons that allows you, I can't confirm this or not, but it looks like it organizes the characters to have the sub-slots, just like in the previous games. This is what we were asking for. I saw some people say, nobody asked for this. Bro, everybody was asking for this, okay? A more organized character select, and it organized it to be through the sagas as well. Like, that's so good, dude. That's so much better, right? So look at that. We have Goku, okay? That's probably like Goku early or whatever. And then you have Piccolo, Raditz, Little Kid Gohan, Yamcha. Okay, you have all these characters there. You have Saiyan Saga Vegeta. Then I guess that's going to be Goku Mid probably up there. All the Frieza Force, right? You have Frieza, which we saw there's an image going around, which I think it's this one right here, that shows that when you select that character in this new organized variant of the character select, you're able to see all their transformations, their full transformation. I can't even speak. I'm so excited. The full transformation line of that specific character so that it's not cluttered with that character select. Okay, I'm still assuming you can still do it because, like, here's the image. Wait, where is it? Okay, there was a... I mean, you can kind of see it right there on this image. The character select on here, which is on the time chamber, it still shows that you can have it to where it's going to show all the characters and their transformations, just like what we have normally in the game. Or you could probably switch it to organize it and filter it better, right? So here's another one here. You have like a little kid, Teen Gohan or whatever. You have Vegeta from, what is it, Android Saga. You have Future Trunks, the drink, right? So yeah, it looks like that they organized it much better. And now you can go in there and see all their forms. Okay, this is how it was in the original games, right? This is definitely something that they should have considered doing from the start, right? And this is how this is what we thought it was going to be in the final game. But again, I'm pretty confident they had to rush this out, and they weren't able to get this, you know, in time or whatever. They probably said, all right, we can just add this in a later update, okay? But it also looks like after you do this specific version of it, it only shows one of the transformations on here, which is kind of weird. It just shows whatever transformation comes right after, as far as we know for Frieza, okay? But that's a big move, y'all. That's a real big thing. Even though, like, you know, we discussed it yesterday, this is kind of showing, like, an official look at what the character select would look like in this different, you know, toggled version of it, which man, I'm just so happy about this. I think over anything, okay, even if this is like it's not going to fix every single problem in this game, it's showing great promise, and it's showing what they can change in these updates, okay? I thought it was going to be, all right, they're just going to patch, do the patch notes, buffs, and nerfs. That's it. Nothing else. But no, actual character select overhaul and improvements. More stages for split screen multiplayer. Like, I'm happy that they're finally doing it, right? So I think this is just like the V-Jump aura shown for little kid Teen Goku or whatever, which I guess he wasn't able to use that before. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know why he posted this. Again, I haven't really used the V-Jump aura on every single character, but as far as I know, V-Jump aura only worked for, I think, Saiyan characters for the most part, which Goku would be considered in this if it was Teen Goku, but I don't know. Maybe it wasn't working before. I'm not exactly sure. I tried to look at it and see, oh, did they change Goku to have like the original costume or whatever, but I think this is still the one that he's got in that like Broly movie, which not a big fan of, but it is what it is, right? So last thing he went over, he said, bad news, they realized and reverted back to the current patch, okay? Which I guess understandable because they didn't want to, leak the, I guess, info or whatever, but it's too late. It's already out there now, right? But yeah, I don't know if maybe he was fucking around, if he was joking about this or not. I have no idea, but allegedly they're at the event, okay? They're the ones that actually took the pictures, okay? So let's go over the information on the characters in the translation so that we know exactly what it says, because it was all, I guess, from the Spain version. So Solar Flare, 2 skill counts, Mirror after Image Strike or whatever is 3. So again, I think that's still the same. And then everything else doesn't show anything. It's just the actual special techniques, okay? So Goku, even greater potential is 3. You will never defeat me, which I think was his instant spark. Now takes 4 as, what he said. Everything's going to be increased by 1 skill count. So I think before it was like 3. Now it's 4, okay? Same thing with Ultra Instinct Jizz Hair. Ultra Movement is 2. Skill counts, no turning back is 4. And then everything else is just the skills. Instant Transmission is 2. This got fucked up here, but I just need the 5 seconds is at 3 skill counts. So you guys can compare and see what's the difference. And again, with transformations that you're just reverting back, if you're in the final form of that character, if you revert back, obviously it's going to take 0. So I'm just pointing that out right there. I don't know why I pointed that out. That's an obvious thing. But yeah. I can't see this. I think it's like Psychokinesis or some shit. That's 2 skill counts. This says Inflammation 2, and then everything else is the same. So yeah, you can kind of analyze that, compare and contrast if you need to in the actual game. Again, you have to actually use the character if you already know it by like heart, by default. Since you've played these characters enough, you can compare it from what you're seeing right there. But this is all the information and the patch notes that we know of so far until we get the official reveal. We could get it any day. We could literally get it today. By the time this video goes up, they might have already revealed, oh shit, all the full information or whatever. But we'll see. We'll definitely see. I'm just really, really happy to see these big changes. Split screen with potentially all the stages and character selection, roster getting updated to reflect something a lot better. Big ups, right? So thanks for watching. Drop a like, subscribe here on the channel, ring my notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!
This is Broly, and you are watching SLOplays. Make sure to subscribe, or else I'll destroy your entire planet!